Whoop, whoop. No. Hey! Welcome to the Lainey and Jen Show!
This property has been placed on the National Registry of Historical Places
By the United States Department of Interior, Department of Arkansas Heritage.
Interesting.
Especially since it's a hand-painted sign.
Cool. And this is Quigley Castle.
Yes. Yes.
In Arkansas.
Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Near Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
It's still technically Eureka.
Is it? Okay. There'll be a link below.
I'm sure there will be.
Is that a kitty cat?
It is a kitty cat. Yeah.
He just right dead center in the middle of the road.
Just staring. It's like their version of a gargoyle because we're, at a castle.
I didn't expect so many vehicles. I'm not gonna lie. So, Elena absolutely did not hurt her knee sitting down last night. So we were going to play it by ear to see how she was feeling.
And she's feeling like she's going to try it. So,
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and stop this. So we will pick up here in a second so we can see the walk.
Okay, bye, Z's.
There's several things. And I'm like, I need to pull that, but it's so hard to get out of bed after taking cold medicine. You stop up all night. So I took a shot and I'm like,
Wow, wasn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. So pretty.
So, Quigley Castle is just south of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And, we drove down there to go see Quigley. And so the lady who lives there, her great-grandmother was the one that actually built it. So she is the 4th generation to live there.
She didn't want her spiel recorded, so we thought we would give her spiel.
I mean, as good as we can give her spiel. So when her grandmother was 8 years old, or great-grandmother, sorry, was 8 years old, that's when she started collecting rocks for the first time out of a creek by where she lived. And in 1926, and it was 1928 because it was in 43. Yeah, because she was saying it was 15 years. So in 1928, she got married at the age of 18, and her husband promised to build her a house using those rocks that she'd been collecting. And he moved all of those rocks over and giant cock.
She's so obscene, guys. Totally and completely obscene. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. So we got this really cool brochure that shows a little bit of it. It's backwards, but look at the house. So her entire house is covered in the rocks she collected.
And throughout the garden that she built up.
There are rocks absolutely
everywhere. There'll be lots of pictures.
Dead things. So she found a mixture that was just the right amount of cement and sand to mix in to make the rocks stick to the side of the house. And she herself is the one that she would do every day. She would get up and do like a row of adding them on there.
What happened was her husband moved them out to live in a cabin, lumber house thingy. And he kept promising to build a house for her out of all of these rocks. And in 1943, one day when her husband went off to work, her and her 5 children, who all apparently were on her side, or maybe they just wanted to side with the crazy mom and just do what she said, tore down their cabin so that he would be forced
to build the new house.
And she's had a plan of what she wanted.
So his delay was that there was a shortage of glass due to World War II. Little history. Wop wop! And he wanted to wait until glass was more readily available because she wanted these great big huge glass windows on all 4 sides of the house.
Pictures.
Ooh! Oh, aren't those... Oh, look at... Oh, this one.
That's a really good one.
Oh, and then the toilet one. She's such a dork.
That was You think I'm going to post my picture, or do you think I'm going to post your picture?
I don't know what she's talking about.
So, they tore it down, and so when he came home, there was no home, and they lived in their chicken house.
Until he built the house, which went up kind of quick.
Yeah, it went up remarkably a lot faster.
Weird
but,
how that works out.
Right, gasp. And with all of those windows, though, because she wanted 32 windows, 28 of which were massive.
Massive.
Because she loved nature also. She also wanted to have a bunch of plants inside.
There's 2 that are in there still. Like maybe a picture here?
Yeah.
Or a video? Ooh.
Downstairs, and then this room, that, and then a little nook to a little balcony.
Wow, that was a great cutscene. Great cutscene.
So
they were planted when the original Quigley was there.
Yep.
So, like, they're ancient. Like, over 70 years old.
Yep, there are 2 plants that were over 70 years old and went from the first floor up to the 2nd floor and wound up there.
Absolutely gorgeous. We
went into the house first and did a little tour.
And the relative still lives on site, so there was like some areas that were private that obviously, I mean, I wouldn't want anyone going through my bedroom every day.
But I can't blame her for still living there. It was breathtaking.
Yes. Every room had the most magnificent view. It was just, there are these beautiful gardens all around. She like had some
so what I'm going to
butterfly milkweed. Yep. Oh, I need to get some of this because I want a bunch of butterflies hanging out at my house. And on the backside, there were these beautiful yellow flowers that had a bunch of... I saw 2 hummingbirds that were...
I did not see the hummingbirds.
I also didn't get a camera out in time because I myself tend to just watchy, and it was so pretty. So, after going through this, my theory is that she probably had OCD and some ADHD. Just because of the sheer amount.
There's so many rocks.
It was wonderful. It was so pretty. But
she made stuff out of everywhere.
And she did it until she died.
Yep.
Like, until she died, she was creating and adding things to it. So, pretty sure that there might have been a little bit of the psychological disorders that we didn't really discuss or know about.
Yeah, those things weren't talked about back then. But
right. You were just organized or focused on stuff.
Yep. So
really great housewife.
She really was, very much so. I have, after this, because I'm just going to be posting pictures while we're talking. And
like this.
And then we did the tour. I did a recording of the first floor and then did a recording of the second floor. Those will be coming afterwards. And then we walked around the whole house. Whee! They have cats. All of their cats are outside cats.
Because they have 2 free-roaming indoor birds. They're like little birds, though.
Yep. Parakeets, and I got some pictures, at least pictures of them, maybe video, but definitely pictures. And she was very specific of don't let the birds in.
No, don't let the cats in.
Or don't let the cats in, because the birds
are free roaming.
Free roam. Apparently that's something her great-grandmother started, along with bringing nature inside. Oh, one of the things she also said is because the shortage of the glass and her insistence on going ahead and doing it anyway, they didn't have the glass to cover, so they just basically put flower boxes to cover the windows for the winter to keep it out. Flower bags, which would be bags of flour that typically back in those days came in like 50-pound bags. And during the Great Depression, I know that they realized that people were using those bags to make their clothing, so they started adding a pattern to them so women could make dresses with patterns and stuff on them. Little history knowledge that my brain just decides to save. But, it's a fun little tidbit. And that's kind of what I envisioned when she mentioned the flower bags weren't those plain. When people say that she's wearing a flour sack, that's the reason?
That is exactly what it is that they're talking about, yes.
How did I not?
It's because they literally made dresses out of the bags that the flour came in.
So
because
awesome.
Because people made all of their own bread and pasta and everything that they bought 50-pound bags of flour.
So no, not something I knew. But yeah, they stacked those up in those windows so that it would be warm. And after World War II, they got the windows
completed. The rest of them fit in. And she... Inside was different than outside. Outside had the rocks, and inside had the wood was magnificent. They have kept a lot of the original furniture, so in the video you should see some of the most beautiful black walnut furniture that I've ever seen. Oh, it was gorgeous. The kitchen
was beautiful.
The kitchen counters it was so big.
There's lots and lots of room.
So much room. But she was cooking for 7.
Yeah.
And that's you're gonna need a lot of space.
Right. And then that's just campsites. I mean, hi. But yeah, it was so beautiful. Up top there were 7 rooms. Only 3 of them were open for people, general humans, to see them, and everyone else was closed off because that's where she lived with her husband now. And
their cats.
And their cats. Except the cats can't come inside in the rooms. But you'll see the video of that too. And upstairs, I got a picture of all 5 of the original children. All 5 of the Quigley kids.
Neat.
It was in one of there, and they had them all set out, so I'll put that here-ish.
And then I know that you at least got a picture of the family Bible.
Yes.
And apparently Mama Quigley was a very spiritual woman. And as you can tell by this picture, here, cover our faces. She's driving, so I'm not going to cover her face completely. But this way you can see like a really good part of the picture. Because
it was beautiful.
It really was. There was like the old
Motorcycle club.
Oh my.
Okay.
We're out in the middle of nowhere now in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm not
North
sure
Center
where.
North Arkansas.
Yeah.
And that was terrifying. There were skulls. Never mind. We're talking about Quigley Castle. Castle.
We
So
are
if
talking
you
about
are
Quigley.
ever
In Eureka Springs or in that area,
go. It's
Go.
$10 a person to get in, and under 14 get in free. They take a credit card and
Yep.
Go. It's totally and completely worth it.
It was so serene and
Pretty
and stunning, except for the cows who were losing their minds. By the time we got into the back, all I can think of is that they were really hungry and somebody was late to feed them, and they were like,
moo,
get out here.
Moo.
So
You may hear them on the video. Listen close.
I can almost guarantee you'll hear them on the video. I suspect you'll hear me on the video.
Did you know the cows?
Well, they started it.
They did start it. You're right.
So, yeah, I think that might be.
Oh, and she's gonna put a link down below.
Oh yeah, I'll put a link down below.
And then like to their Facebook page and stuff.
And to their Facebook page and stuff. But again, I strongly recommend. It was this cute place full
That's
of
a stop
history. I know, that's why I was slowing down.
You never know, guys. Okay, well, that would be the end of the middle section. So continue on to the Quigley Castle. Ah!
No, you're fine. Okay, so here we are at Quigley House. Walking around the exterior. It's the front.
Kitty?
Guard kitty. I think they said her name was Lala.
No, it's a trap.
It is a trap. Down there. But look, they have little shelves up here. It's a deck leading to the private quarters because they still live here, which is no doubt part of what we were babbling about, or will be babbling about, when we do the talky stuff. Wow. Oh my gosh. Cows have opinions. No. Meow. I don't know if it's picking up the cows in the background. I swear I'm not just mewing just because. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, you are a sweet one, aren't you? Yeah. That's cool. This is stunning. My own little tour guide. Oh. Wow. But they used to eat out here. Oh, that's lovely. See? Another angle for this little area. I bet that might have been a chicken house. Sorry, almost fell. For no reason. If people are watching this going, Elena, what did you do? Jen will probably have already thrown me under the bus. So, back there. Tuba player parking only. Violators will be blown away. That tracks. That's a little bit more modern, but that's okay. And that leads to the front. Just as a heads up, this video was in no way sponsored or even acknowledged by the owners of Quigley Castle. This was just Jen and I being our idiotic selves. I still strongly recommend going and visit, and links below.